if that's what Santa would say if he had, if he strolled in and he was like, hey, 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 or something like that. I don't know, man. Something. But I feel like I should just gift wrap myself right now and put myself into a box and send myself out somewhere. Because I feel like I'm in some sort of, I don't know, like Santa's little, I don't know, some place where they put some, dyslexic kid, and I'm definitely that. So, but what's up, man? What's going on, guys? Happy holidays to you guys, and welcome to beginning of the week. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and for all of you guys that have, man, thank you so very much. Man, the year is coming to an end. This is the end of 2023. We got one more week left, and there we go, man. And then we start something up. We start something brand new, something exciting, something that will, last the test of time. So, but happy holidays to everybody, and very, very Merry Christmas and Christmas Eve to you all out there, wherever you guys are, whatever you guys are doing. Hopefully, maybe you're celebrating, that Yule time, and getting ready for who. You know what I'm talking about? You're getting ready for, that big bowl of jelly for a stomach to drop by, and he's got those cheeks on him. And I'm not talking about those cheeks that you sit on, but I'm talking about those cheeks that look like he's been up all night doing those speckled birds. You know what I'm talking about? Looks like he's been up all night doing amphetamines, that sort of thing, because he's got those things turned up, maybe about 98 degrees or so, something like that. He's got those damn things set up on 102 degree setting. And, because they're bright red. They're just, like little fireworks just blew up off of his face. Something like that. It's almost like all of his blood just like rushed to that one part of his, just of his body, and now they're just, those things are, even damn Rudolph is looking at him like, man, did this cat just catch a stash of, getting to my little, is he peekabooing up my, something like that? Did he get to my stash? Because that's what brings Rudolph's nose up so bright, Because he's got, he's looking at Santa like, I just re-upped last night. Now you got into my stash, And if there's anything missing out there, old Saint Nick, I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be your ass, Santa Claus. It's going to be your ass. Let's get into some music. What do you say, huh? Let's do this thing right. Let's do this thing right. Let's go. Woo! Hot damn. You hear that? Oh, man. God bless it. Tell you what, man. I mean, it makes me just want to toss that damn surfboard out into the damn ocean. Just let old Kris Kringle just take a ride on that little beautiful board, huh? Yeah, because you know who's coming to town. Turn those cheeks up. Gotta get them up. That's right. Woo! Tell you what, man. Let this get you sold. Let this just tap into your insides, huh? Ooh. Tell you what, if this doesn't get you turned up for the Christmas spirit, I mean it. You better take a look at yourself. Ooh. Christmas, yeah. Da, da, da. Hell yeah. Woo. Man. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Everyone, that was Santa's Coming to Town by Nicolai-heidlas. And I'm probably botching that name up pretty bad. So, you know, I mean, what can you do? But you know, we just took that off the YouTube and or off YouTube, and you know, I just wanted to play a little delightful, little elegant tune for you, you know, and it really felt like Santa's out there doing some beachfront, maybe nudity or something like that, with, you know, maybe sparking up something on one of those boards, and he's just riding that wave, all the, you know, to Mrs. Claus's heart or something like that. But damn, man, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. And I hope everyone out there is doing and having a wonderful, you know, holiday eve, man, because that's what we're doing. You know, we're coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. So if you hear something in the background, you know, something like that, something, you know, outside of these walls, you know, something like that, you know, you might catch a couple bears wrestling around outside, trying to catch a little lick off that honey sap, that little honey tree. You know, you might do that around here in Asheville. You might see one of those, or you might catch you might catch a mountaineer throwing out some of that slang to you. You know, some of that little mountain vocabulary in your eardrums. Something that you've never probably even heard before. You know, if you don't know what that is, you know, you might find out like some mountaineers out there doing words or saying something like words like clodhopper, you know, something like that, or a reckon, you know, I reckon, you know, something like that, you know, and you know, or maybe hack, man, what's that word that they use around here a lot, man? I got a hacker in, you know, I got a hacker in for some blueberry custard. You know, you might hear something like that around here, or maybe you know, like skedaddle. You know, we better skedaddle, you know, before my wife finds out about my girlfriend. And that's the truth, man. We gotta skedaddle before, you know, she finds, you know, Whitney, and before she finds me making out with Whitney, when I thought that I was making out with Brittany, something like that. But that's the type of things you might hear around here. You reckon, back around yonder, you know, certain eclectic, you know, words coming out of these mountains in Asheville, North Carolina. So, but hey, man, it is a pleasure to be here with all of you guys. And I hope everyone out there is doing well for yourselves and having a wonderful holiday eve, man. And we're doing this episode a little bit early just because, you know, people are spending time with their families. So, you know, we wanted to put this out there a little bit earlier than usual. Usually we come out on Mondays because that is the beginning of the week. And so we're just starting this a tad bit early because, you know, you're probably getting ready for that big day tomorrow. Yeah. And man, Christmas, that big day. Man, are you excited or what, man? Man, I remember being so excited for Christmas. And it's still, sometimes I still am, but man, growing up, especially like today, because today's Christmas Eve, and growing up with Christmas Eve, it's I don't know, it just has this feeling about it, because it's just one of those, you're just a day away from, from that big, big, big day that we've all been, waiting for. And man, Christmas Eve, I don't know, there's just something about it that always made it feel like a little bit more Christmassy, I guess. If that's even a word. I don't know, man. If it isn't, then add it to this mountaineer vocabulary. You know what I'm talking about? But Christmas Eve was always like, I don't know. There's just something about it, It always had, Christmas Eve always brought those, you always had parties going on, and that went out that went on all night, and and everyone would stay up late, and the adults would be drinking, and just doing some adult stuff, and the kids are out there, they'd be they'd be playing board games in their Christmas pajamas or something like that, and maybe eating a couple cookies, a couple of those little sugary molasses-like little just goodies, that sort of thing. And the teenagers be in the other room, and they're playing spin the bottle and frisking each other's privates, that sort of deal. But that's what, I mean, you remember those days? Man, those days. Man, you'd go over to a buddy's house whose parents, whose parents were parents but shouldn't have been parents. You remember those? Man, we had those growing up, and they just, they let anything fly, especially around the holidays because, I mean, that's just the type of people they were, I guess. And, my mom was kind of like that in a way, she'd be like, oh, so, you got like seven guys and gals, and what are you guys doing? Oh, you guys are probably doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing, but, I'm just going to turn the other way and, we'll just let the cards fall and lay where they do. So, but yeah, man, we always had those parents growing up. They let anything fly around the holidays. They offer you a cigarette, and just say, make sure you don't, throw the butt in the yard and that sort of thing. And because no one gave a fuck about what, they were talking about or what they said, the next morning you'd wake up and, there's like a little Vietnam of Camel Lights just fighting each other on the ground. And, because, you'd go out there and just, I mean, you're just damn, ripping damn cancer sticks all night long. And you're just like, oh, yeah. You'd even light one, flick it up in the air just to let that bitch just, I mean, it was like 4th of July and like an early little miniature 4th of July sometimes. You just light the cigarette just to light it. You probably didn't even smoke it, but, it was just something to do at that time because, that's what was happening around our area, I guess. So, but man, I miss those days. Man, I miss those days so much. Just growing up and getting into stuff that you shouldn't have around the holidays. It was always something. Something was always going on. Something exciting all the time. I remember one Christmas Eve, buddy throwing a party, and And, and he doused his dad. He made some ice cream made of, that natural substance, that marijuana. And so, some oils and some other things. And so he fed it to his dad. And next thing you know, dad's all, he's all bent out on his lazy boy. And he fell asleep with that damn bowl of ice cream. And, because that's what his son did to him, doused a couple scoops of that vanilla flavor. And next thing you know, old man's just on the damn, on his, sitting in his recliner or whatever. I think he fell asleep watching fucking, who knows, man. It could have been anything. It could have been in Care Bears or maybe the Smurfs or something crazy. Who knows? He could have been watching, PBS for all I know. But man, I don't know, man. Just Christmas Eve. I always had that feel, had a great, just that feeling as a child in Christmas Eve. You just felt, I don't know, the anticipation in the air, I guess. Because you waited a whole month for this big day that's happening tomorrow. You waited a whole month for that day to arrive, and the atmosphere that came with Christmas Eve, was always something just unique and special about it. Something. Christmas Eve was always just one of those just days that I don't know, man, that just everyone had their lights on and up and Christmas songs playing, and my grandparents, back when, little Zach, they'd always make us, they put gifts around their house and everything, and they make us do, some sort of, I'm a big fan of, not just letting someone open up a gift. I want them to go and earn their gift, I guess, in certain cases. And that's what they did with us. They would always, they'd make us go on a scavenger hunt. It's like having Easter eggs inside your house, but in this case, it's not just eggs. It's one gift. So, they'd put little notes around the house, go to the laundry room and look underneath the tide, and you do that. And then it's like, okay, now you got to go out into the garage. They leave another little note. It's like, go look in the damn fish tank and see what the goldfish is holding, on one of its fins or something like that. And that bitch is just, and then you get that, and it's like, man, you gotta go out, you gotta go track down, an owl that's been, hanging out on the owl on the mailbox. You gotta go out and ask him what the next clue is and everything. But we go running around finding all those little notes and all that, and by the end of it, you would you get a little gift just to hold you over until the next day. You know what I'm talking about? Because man, that's hard, man. As a kid and having Christmas and everything, that's tough stuff, man. Trying to wait, you're just anticipating so much for Christmas to get here. And you'd even try to go to bed, at maybe 11 or something like that. And then the next thing you're just watching the clock. I mean it. It didn't matter. It didn't matter how tired you were, man. It'd be 2, 3, something like that. You'd sneak into your sister's room, shake her tiny ass, like the damn house is on fire. You're like, yo, wake up. And then you both would, slightly creep into the room where the Christmas tree was, and you'd see all the presents from Santa, and then about 4 o'clock or so, you probably you're still up and you're just like, oh, I just want to get to the, what's in there? What's in all the, what's in it? What'd he bring me? What'd he bring me? And then you see the stockings all packed with little morsels and little, probably some shit that will probably break and then within an hour of playing with it and that sort of thing. But, you see all that and just, you're looking at the clock and it's just 4 o'clock, 4:01. And you're like, whoa, 1 minute. Yeah, we did it. We made it. We made it 1 minute. And that minute used to last a damn lifetime, and you just roll around. You just feel like you just want to freaking, I don't know, man. Like you just want to pull your damn nuts off your body and because you just couldn't take it anymore. You were just like, God, let it happen. So 4:02 would happen. And then pretty soon 5:30 would roll around, and that's where you're like, it's on. So you go out there and you run into your parents' room, and you hop on their bed and you're like, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas. It's 5:30. And you're just pissing them the fuck off and that sort of thing. You're like, I don't even care if you're mad. And they're like, dude, we need a couple more hours, and, because you woke them up and everything. And they're like, go back to bed. You got a little longer. You can make it. You can make it another hour. So that's when you're really, that's where you just lost it. Then you're just like, God, why? I just can't take this waiting anymore. I can't do it. And, so you try anything to pass the time, man. Anything. You clean your room 3 times. And this is when you don't even clean your room at all throughout the rest of the year. You don't give a damn about that. But now it's all, it looks like a meter maid or a minute maid or whatever those, just somebody that cleans up after you while you're at work, a maid. You know what I'm talking about, that sort of thing. We never had it because, we were just too broke to even, rich white people had maids. That's what I'm talking about. And, but you clean your room that many times. And then, if that, after you get done that, you probably go fuck with the cat or something. You do anything to make that time just fly by because you're just like, 4:03. Oh, why do you torture me like this every year? Oh, but Christmas Eve, man, I just miss those times. I like the nostalgia part of me. It just leaks. It just gleeks out of me, man. It just does. I just love that. I love this time of year. I think I love Christmas Eve just a little bit more than Christmas because, that anticipation, once Christmas happens and all that, it's great to, it's great to open up a gift and all that. But then, all of it, like after you do it, after you open up all your gifts and everything, and, it just everything kind of settles down to a slower pace. You kind of just get into this mode of, okay, all right, the anticipation has leveled out. You aren't like trying to do anything crazy anymore. You know what you got and that sort of thing. And it's just like, whoa, okay, good, all right. Holy, I think there's an Amazon driver. I think an Amazon truck's about to blow up out there or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, but, they're dropping off a little little gift out there too. So, but no, I mean, I don't know. I'm just a fan of Christmas Eve. I like Christmas Eve. You go to church, sing a carol or two, something like that. You'd probably, get a little slice of ham off someone's plate, and everyone's just in a giving mood and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just love that. I love this time of year. Love this day. That's what I'm talking about, I guess. I just love this Christmas Eve day. So, but look, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. So you know what? We're just going to jump into this next segment real quick. Last week I posted a short for everybody on YouTube, and it was about the voicemail, and it was about what you were joyful for Christmas. And I wanted to read a couple of them out to you. No one really, no one called or anything, but we got a couple texts from somebody, or from a couple of people, and that's great. This is what we wanted. We wanted, something. Wanted some sort of substance to go with this whole thing. What we're trying to do here. And if anybody else has, if anybody else wants to add something to it, you could hit that, get at it. Do whatever you really want to. Call, more than anything, that voicemail number, that number is 828-209-8777. Let us know what is going on with you for this holiday season. And and we'll just we just want to see what's going on with you guys, So we got this let's get on to this first one. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little scatterbrained today and everything, just because there's so much going on and that sort of thing. But okay, we have a text from an anonymous person, and it said one of the things that they enjoy most is watching their girls open up their presents and the looks on their faces. And that's I don't have any kids myself. I got a couple, nephews, and so I know what that feeling's about, man. I mean, just to open up a gift anywhere, just to see what it is, and you're like, what is it? So I could totally envision, what that would be like for you. So, and I hope their presents and gifts to them, whoever you are, I hope they enjoy what they get this year. So, here's another one from it looks like Bennett. I don't know, man. I'm sorry if I botched your name. I'm sorry, but thank you for getting at us with this text. So, I guess he or she, I'm not quite sure. He said, I thought I was going to lose my dad this year, but he's still with us. So I'm just happy to share one more Christmas with him. Oh man. Dude, that's great. That's great that he's still here with you, and he's able to, to maybe share maybe this last Christmas with him, and I hate to I hate to hear that, man. I hate to hear that, that he's struggling right now, but hey, you got him for one more year. You got him for at least for one more Christmas, right? And that's, hey man, that's all you can ask for. I don't know what that's like, I haven't really lost anyone around a holiday season time before. So, but man, best wishes and Merry Christmas to you and your dad and your family, man. So, I hope and wish, best wishes to you all. So, but man, I can't even, I'm trying to even think about how it would be if I were to or think that I was going to lose my dad on Christmas or around Christmas or near it. Any family member. I mean, really. But mom and dad, that's a whole other thing, man. Yeah. But hey, man, it sounds like you're doing okay right now, but, it's just, again, that's just sad to hear, man. Let's just hope that, he makes it a couple more months with you. That's all we can really ask for when it comes down to that with you, man. So, Merry Christmas to you, Bennett. Let's see. What's another one? Here's another person that didn't leave a name. Leave a name if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. That's cool. But, I just wanted to go over these with you a little bit, guys, to maybe, to show you what people are joyful for, around this time of year, man. So, here's another one. I'll often attend a candlelight service at Christmas Eve and then watch movies snuggled up with my 2 dogs and my cat. And I'll bake cookies and gift them to my neighbors. Okay, that's cool. All right. Candlelight service. I haven't been to a candlelight service in some time, so that's different. I don't know what that would be like. I have a feeling what it would be like, but man, that's a beautiful thing. If you really if you close your eyes and you just envision all these people that are just singing Christmas carols and blessing the Lord and having, just everything's lit up all bright and it just has that feeling in there. That feeling of just being joyful for what they have, man. And it sounds like you get along with your neighbors. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are just a bunch of bitches when it comes down to being neighborly. Which that shit needs to change out there. It just does. Remember, back in the 50s or something, when you wanted if you needed a damn hot plate or something like that, or maybe a scoop of, potatoes, or maybe, you needed a dish for some green bean casserole or something like that. It was always so here you go. But nowadays, people don't even answer their doors. They hear the damn doorbell ring and they're forget that. I'm not doing that. I don't do doorbells anymore. And that kind of sucks, man. So, but man, that's beautiful. But yeah, man, there's a couple others on here that we could get to and all that, but I'm not going to do that right now, guys, just because I feel like, 30, we've been doing it for 30 minutes and I don't want to waste your time, because time, that's one thing, man. Especially around now, time doesn't give two squirts of piss for you, I mean it. Especially right now, man. You're just out there doing the best that you can with the time that you got. So, and especially right now, because families and friends, and I mean, there's probably so much going on right now. You're probably losing your shit. You're probably just like, get this out of the way, please, 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 please. But man, I mean, I was gonna get into a couple other things, about, well, I'm not gonna get into it, man. But this is the end of the year. This is the final, lap around the track right now. We got 7 more days and then the new year starts. A brand new year. We made it through this entire year. Some of us did better than others, and that's how life goes sometimes. You always have those ups and downs and ins and outs and all that, like I said, getting frisky with each other's private parts, doing that spin the bottle. God, I love that. Oh, if I could go back. Oh, if I can go back. But, it is what it is. So, all right, guys. I wish you guys a very merry Christmas Eve, Christmas in general. Happy holidays to all you guys. You guys stay safe out there. And, like I always say, man, stay true to yourselves out there. You only got you sometimes. So, be well, treat each other, how you guys want to be treated. Of course, I know that's a little, on the gay side of things, but fuck, dude, sometimes that's just the way it goes, Sometimes those traditional sayings are actually the truest ones. So, but all right, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'll see you next week at the beginning of the week and at the beginning of a new year. So let's get it. Let's do it. Let's just do it, man. Let's just do it. All right. I'm going to take you guys out with, I don't know, maybe we'll just play the same thing, huh? Maybe we'll do that. After all, it is Christmas. So, all right, everyone. Be well, and we'll catch you next week, all right? Okay. Everyone, peace be with you.